So we continue to be at step 6 using template 6, but now looking at the dimension of doing. So through the analysis of a situation or several situations, you may have evidence, so observed and concluded that some of the way you do things or behave, so it could be also behavior, whether it's the way you act, speak, or even dress and general demeanor, might not be very conducive to happiness. So you were able to envision an acting, speaking, or dressing differently. So for example, you may notice that you should speak less and listen more, or dress in a way that's more appropriate, so in terms of a dress code, for example, and a behavior that should be more constructive, and so on. So a technique, some of the techniques may be to use what would be modeling, meaning basically choosing a person or the behavior of a certain person that you think would act in a way that is very conducive to happiness, and be inspired and literally model your own behavior on this behavior, or really copy. So that would be one of the techniques. Another technique is to use what we call extending. So in some situations and with some people, you may actually behave and act and present yourself in a way that is very conducive to happiness. So it would be to extend it to other situations or other people during which you actually, or with whom you actually sometimes are not at your best. So to extend your way of being conducive to happiness to another situation and let go of your doing that was not conducive to happiness. You may also want to use imagination. So imagine yourself in behaving and talking and addressing yourself, presenting yourself in a way that's very conducive to happiness and appropriate. So it could be imagining it, seeing yourself in the future, so visualizing, and then slowly acting, behaving in that way. So really the trick of transformation is to define as vividly as possible what would be a conducive behavior and practice to enact it. Doing it gently with practice, so to enact it. But sometimes some of the behavior here may have to be actively stopped, saying, I will not speak aggressively or speak too much or monopolize the whole situation in a discussion and so on and so forth. And this way you would not only opt for doing what is conducive, but sometimes you would have to actively give up or stop or oppose what was not conducive.